Good afternoon, beautiful people. This is Hoosier Faithful talking about Indiana football. And we are pumped up. It's game week, baby. It's the Rose Bowl. Let's get into it right now. We have number one, IU, Indiana Hoosiers, going against Alabama, who is the number 9 seed. So Chase is here with me. We're back at our home studios, coming back from warm Florida to cold Indiana, Bloomington, Indiana. It was a beautiful trip, but it's over with no more beach time. So let's get into it. Let's go.
Yeah, maybe for you, not for me.
Why is that?
I'm taking my ass down back to Florida.
It's cold.
It's cold.
It's cold out there.
No, traveled, 4,500 miles in 2 weeks. I'm exhausted, but it was well worth it.
Yeah.
Well worth it. But hopping into Indiana football, going against this Alabama football team is going to be something interesting.
Yeah, I actually kind of nervous about this game, to be honest with you. Alabama.
We were nervous about every game this year.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we were definitely nervous about every game. What do you think about this? IU is going against Bama. They're 13th in scoring defense with 17.9 points per game.
This is going to be a game of who decides to show up.
Yeah.
Who's going to be awake. Who's going to want it more.
Yeah.
This isn't no slouch game. This isn't a game we can look over. Alabama has as much to prove as we do.
Yeah, it depends. To me, it depends on which Alabama team shows up.
Yeah.
Honestly. I mean, depending on what team shows up, because there's this Alabama that is out of this world, very good. Ty Simpson plays really well. The receivers play really well, and the defense plays really well. And then there's times when they're not so good. Honestly, I mean, I might go down again, like we said. Like I said before, the last 4 minutes of the second half, first 4 minutes of the first half.
Yeah. We're gonna be able to tell a lot. Ty Simpson gets on a chain, and we might be in trouble. Every game, other than maybe 2 games, he's passed over 200. 200 yards.
Yeah, so 221 yards. Bama's 120th in rushing. Now that's the thing that I think that if we can stop the run, force them to pass, that it's gonna change the game, because I believe that we can get pressure on him, and when Ty Simpson has pressure on him, he doesn't do as well.
It's gonna be basically the same aspect that we had to take out of Ohio State.
Right.
We have to rush Simpson and making mistakes. And if we can rush Simpson to making mistakes, we'll be okay. The one other thing that really kind of gets me really nervous is that we don't have Daly on that edge no more.
Right. Yeah, we'll see who's going to play in his spot. I think it's going to be the Buki. I think is how you say his name.
I have no idea.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize, people. But yeah, I mean, Ty Simpson needs a clean pocket.
Yeah.
To throw the ball. I mean, he has a 77% QBR, but if you pressure him, it's at the 47% range. So that's going to be huge for them. If we make them one-dimensional, that is going to help our defense tremendously. I see us playing zone a lot this game, and getting blitzes on the inside and manning. Then manning if we have to go to man. Our cornerbacks are very good. Both Jamari Sharp and DeLangelo Ponce are very good, and they're going to have to go against the big wide receivers again, like they've done in the past, like Ohio State. The wide receivers. Alabama 6'4". He's a big wide receiver, and they have another kid named Williams who's just an all-around dangerous kid. I mean, he is fast.
That's that number 2 kid, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't, like I said, I've been on the road for a while, so I haven't been able to go through and watch my stuff and whatnot. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff on that kid. He's fast. He's dangerous.
Right.
You know, that's someone we have to lock onto. I'm pretty sure I seen something on Alabama's defensive tackles back.
Yeah, they have a big defensive tackle. It's not an injury report. I have the injury report here in front of me. Um, so it, so yeah, he's back, and that's going to mean a lot. They have a linebacker, Letcham out, DB Dre Kirkpatrick, and a defensive lineman Jeremiah Beeman, that are out. We have defensive lineman Stephen Daly, Kellen Wylet, DB Bryson Bonds, and Lee Beebe out. So we'll have to see. I mean, that we'll have to see what goes on there. Um, they have, a bunch of talent on that side of the ball, and we do too. We have to. I mean, we can do it. But so offensively, Ty Simpson was 64.1 completion percentage with 3,500 yards and 28 TDs, 5 interceptions. So Bama has 120th in rushing yard average, which is 109.9. So yeah, I mean it's depending. We're gonna have to really play sound defense, which I think Brian Haynes will have it going.
Yeah, I mean, another big thing is that we've been off for a month. That's going to take a lot of momentum out of our guys. That it's either they're gonna show up because they've been itching to get back on the field, or we're gonna be acting tired for a little bit.
Right. We'll have to see that. I mean, and plus we're already out there. We went out there early because of the commitments we have with the Rose Bowl and college football in general. That we had to be out early, which we do not like to do. We like to go and play the game and then come home.
Yeah.
So we have all these extra things going on now with that too. But like I said, Alabama's offense can't. I have a couple of keys here I had written down from film I watched. Can Bama protect Simpson?
I mean, again, it's gonna be on our linebackers, on Bones Jones, being able to, get there, Fisher to get there, our edges is gonna have to get there, somebody's gonna have to get there to make him feel uncomfortable.
Right.
With our style, right, the all famous Big Ten style, those zero blitzes,
right,
that we have, I feel like are gonna come really well in this game. Because this is how Alabama's going to do it. They've been doing it for 100 years of Alabama. They're going to run that ball, and they're going to make you bite on something. Right. And after they figure out what you'll bite on, they're going to flip it. Alabama's really good at doing that. Believe it or not, they already played a Big Ten team this year.
Yeah.
Wisconsin. And Wisconsin scored 14 points on them.
Right.
A bad Wisconsin team scored 14 points on Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, points per game, we're ahead of them by a lot. Another thing I had to say was, can Bama use the sugar huddle to neutralize IU defensive adjustments? Meaning, are they going to go fast against us?
Tell us something that we haven't done all year.
Right.
It didn't work for Ohio State. Didn't work for Penn State. It's just the moral of it that it's not gonna. It's out. We may screw up once.
Right.
Okay, we were a little bit known to do that.
Okay.
But I don't see it working effectively against Indiana's defense.
Yep. And another thing I have written down here is which team will do the turnover battle. I mean, that's where the game's going to come down to.
Yeah, 100%. That's where the game's going to be at.
So, Yeah. With IU's offense, uh, IU's offense is number two, or sorry, I wrote this stuff down.
I use number 2 in the turnover margin.
No, they're two and second for turning the ball over on defense. Getting turnovers plus 17.
Yeah, that's something that if you turn the ball over on us, we're gonna let it be known that we can come right back into that end zone again.
Yeah, we've scored 90 some points off of turnovers.
That's something that we're very good at. That's how Alabama won their game against Oklahoma.
Yeah, it was turnovers. Definitely was special teams play.
Yeah, special teams the last 4 minutes and the first 4 minutes. What's going to mean? Everything. Turnover battle, we're going to have to win that.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me just thinking about this. I have all this paperwork here. I'm trying to sift through. Bedoza, he's a Heisman winner, and in this game, for a lot of the players on IU, it's going to be more than just the game. It's going to be for their draft status if they plan on going out. A lot of scouts are going to be watching this game, so we'll have to see how we do. How is Hemby going to run the ball? How is Coop going to get the ball? How is Elijah Sherrock going to get the ball? It's going to be for our offense. It's going to be a lot of our players on offense. How is Coogan going to play at center? Carter Smith on left tackle.
Well, good thing they've been in this area before.
Yeah, they have been.
Good thing they've been in this atmosphere. There's a lot of weight on these boys' shoulders right now.
There is.
And like you said, this is going to mean more to Indiana football as a whole.
As a team.
Than anybody in this college football playoff right now.
Right. They have some very, very good linebackers at that Pierre kid, number 42, is crazy.
Yeah.
He's a very good 6.5 sacks, and then Lawson, a linebacker too, 76 tackles. Hardy has 8 sacks, and 87 tackles. Lewis Moore's done really well for us. So it's going to come down to It's going to
be a defense battle game.
I think so. I think it's going to be a Miami, Texas A&M game. No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be more scores than that. The rain is supposed to rain, so that does come. Can IU get the running game going?
Mm-hmm.
Being balanced on offense is going to be huge for Indiana. Defensively, we have to stop the run and then make them one-dimensional. Then we can stick our boys after them.
Yeah, and
causing problems in the front four.
Hopefully, our boys ended up bringing their grass cleats too.
Yeah,
because that about killed us a couple times, like at Penn State.
Yep.
Like they have that grass field still. Our boys were slipping around, mistakes were being made, just based on that field. So hopefully they bring their grass cleats, and luckily some of our guys have played
on grass field
at UCLA, so they know what kind of mixture to get into. And yes, that does mean a lot.
Yeah, it does. And it's gonna. It's kind of funny because people don't really understand. It's gonna slow down the wide receivers a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When it's grass field, wet, wide receivers are going to get slowed down a little bit, and that's going to be huge for both teams.
Yeah.
So I really think if we can get our running game going with Hemby and Black, and maybe mix in a little bit Martin in there, that's going to be huge. Keeping the clock, time of possession on our end, first downs to touchdowns, and our defense playing sound like they have all year is going to be a key to this game.
And to me, one thing that is just clicking in my mind now is that we're going to have to run a lot of misdirection against Alabama to get their linebackers to bite early.
Yeah.
If we want to try to settle at going at the run, we're definitely going to need them to bite early. Get our men up there up front to block them out to open up a hole or a gap for us. I'm just thinking off of what I've seen out against the Oklahoma game.
Yeah.
Those linebackers are very well coached. Very well coached.
Yes, they are. And funny enough, people don't know this a lot, but our defensive coordinator from IU is a defensive coordinator for Bama. Our old offensive coordinator is the coach at Alabama. Our co-offensive coordinator and quarterback coach is a coach at Alabama. Our strength and conditioning coach from Indiana is at Alabama.
For some reason, I feel like this game was rigged so they can face each other.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of crazy, I think. But so, I mean, I think that the Bama's running back, they haven't been running the ball very well this year. So, what do you think about our offense against their defense, Chase? I mean, on film, it looks like we look pretty matched up evenly on this run.
We can't settle for those quick passes that we do. Alabama's going to be used to that, playing against like Georgia and stuff like that. They're used to having to go against that.
The RPOs.
Yeah, those RPOs. Like I said, we're going to have to run a lot of misdirection. They know who our players are. They know who Surratt are. They know who,
Coop.
They know Becker. They know our people. EJ. They're gonna know, and we know who they have.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a very coach versus coach game. It's gonna be a game of chess. Who's gonna be able to get to that first.
Yeah, the separation is the one thing that keys on for me too. For our wide receivers getting separation, it's because their cornerbacks are good. You know what I mean? So separation is going to be huge against them. Our third down conversion stats are really good against teams. So yeah, we'll have to see how that works. So IU offensive stats we're 41.9 points per game, or fourth nationally. Total yards per game, 472. Eighth nationally. Passing yards per game, 251. That's 45th. Rush yards per game, 221. That's 10th. 20-plus yard plays, 76. That's 9th. Turnovers, 8. That's 3rd. So, just some fun little stats here for you.
This game is going to be something different. I don't know what's going to be different about it. I just have this really nervous gut feeling. We've been off for this long, and I'm hoping something plays out better, for us overall. I have high hopes that Indiana will probably walk off with a win.
I think so too. Definitely.
But again, it's going to be all about who shows up.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a close game. I really believe so. It's going to be a really close game. Our passing offense is 252 against 270 for them. Our total offense is 473 to 380. And third down conversions, which is what key for me, is 56% IU and 43% Alabama. Fourth down is 50% IU, 65% Alabama. Red zone scores, we're at 91%, which is huge, 59 of 65. And then red zone for Alabama is 88%, 52, 59. Red zone touchdowns, 72% IU, 73% Alabama. Points off turnovers is 106 for IU and 82 for Alabama. So the time of possession is 33 minutes, 22 seconds to 31:58 IU versus Alabama. I mean, stats to me though doesn't mean that much because this is just a game within the game. So.
This is gonna restart the whole thing,
right?
You know, like Coach has always said, you're gonna walk in there 1-0.
Right.
You know, you're walking in there 1-0. Right now, it doesn't matter about the stats that we had through the season. I mean, yes, they do, but walking into it right now, it means nothing.
Yeah.
It's us versus them. And the better football team is coming out with a win.
All 4 phases of the game: offense, defense, special teams, and coaching.
Yeah.
I always said 4 phases. People don't understand that, but it's true.
No, I'm sitting here and just like looking at some of these, games that they played against. I want to say they got unlucky on quite a few of these games, and we did too. I mean, they beat Georgia once at Georgia.
That's big.
That was a big win. It was a close game. It was 24-21.
Right.
But again, that's like the gauntlet that SEC says they got. They lost against FSU.
The Florida State, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy about that one.
Yeah.
It looks like FSU shut down their run. Is what they did.
In the past too.
Maybe we had to do something here. I mean, Alabama has this defense, the 4-2-5, like a swarm defense.
Like professional. It's like a pro defense.
Yeah, it's like a pro defense, and I'm thinking they're going to be sending a lot of blitzes. That's something we just got to get ready for when you protect Mendoza on that.
Definitely.
You can't let them get under our skin too quick. That's how Alabama wins games. People haven't been watching. They get under your skin fast.
Oklahoma, they lost to Oklahoma and Georgia too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. Are you done?
No, I'm not done.
He took your breather down.
Yeah, I took mine off because I'm winging it.
Winging it. So, want to talk about some of the other games now, or?
I mean, yeah, we can talk a little bit about it. One game I'm finding really interesting right now is the game that's tomorrow, the Ohio State game. Actually, no. We have a very good game happening tonight at 5:30. Can you tell me what that is?
Michigan.
No.
Who is it?
Tennessee versus Illinois.
Oh. No, I didn't know that. I thought Michigan played tonight.
And then USC is playing TCU.
Yeah. Big Ten's undefeated so far this whole season.
5-0.
Yep. Let's keep it up, boys.
Yeah, let's keep it up. I don't know. I'm kind of eerie about that Illinois and Tennessee game. Tennessee has a pretty good team. I mean, they're 8-4, but let's shut these SEC critics up. Come on.
That would be nice.
Let's shut them up. I mean, then we have USC going against TCU. I have a feeling USC is going to dog walk TCU.
Yeah, I do too.
Them little horned frogs.
Yeah.
But no, I'm interested in that game. If Miami plays as hard as it did against Texas A&M, they might upset Ohio State. I mean, I want Ohio State to win, but I don't want to reface Ohio State again.
Right. I'm with you there. I'm looking at Miami's defense and offensive line and how they're playing right now. I watched them on film, and I tell you, Carson Beck is, he's experienced. He's highly efficient. and the defense, you know, is crazy, crazy good. You know, it's just crazy that and Miami's offense is a great receiver, great receivers there, and Fletcher, hell of a running back, really is.
That's that freshman, ain't he?
Yeah,
That kid's fast.
he's fast.
I
really
have
good.
not seen a kid like him, be able to hit the hole hard, break tackles, and to be that fast. And also, after, getting hit after contact and still gaining yards. You just don't find that much anymore.
Yeah, the defense is Miami trench dominance. I mean, and that's something they had trouble with against IU. What Ohio State did is the blitzes and the
they couldn't
dominance.
stop our blitzes.
Couldn't stop our and stunts, and they could not. And that's going to be a thing. It's going to come down to, I think, really do that. Carson Beck not making mental mistakes, which Carson Beck will show up.
And again, I mean, we had to talk about how experienced he is. He used to play at Georgia, for the people I didn't know.
Yeah.
He might not have the same line he had from Georgia, but if Carson Beck can complete those yards and not throw any interceptions and
they stay on schedule
with what they have to do, they're going to win that game against Ohio State.
Right.
But also, we're talking about which Ohio State's going to show up, because I know they're a little bit mad that they lost against Indiana.
Oh, I know. They've been on film saying that they're upset and they hope that they get to see us in a natty. It'd be awesome for the Big Ten, though, to have Big Ten versus Big Ten. Wouldn't it be awesome?
That would be awesome.
But, can Miami play bully ball against Ohio State? I mean, I'm telling you, that defense for Miami is stout. And same with their offensive line and defensive line are stout boys. They're really good.
Yeah, right. But is this going to be another case of the flu with Miami going against Ohio State, though?
Right.
You got to think, dude. Ohio State, they got humbled against the game against us. So they're going to come up and they're going to be a little bit more
aggressive. You know who's going to be calling the plays for Ohio State?
Day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's aggressive. He's the more aggressive of an offensive coordinator. I mean, that's what he made his livelihood on, his offensive coordinator. And he's going to be doing that and being a head coach same time.
Yeah, props to him on that. I know a lot of people that I've seen, over the social. I've seen they're a little nervous for Day calling the plays because they don't know if they can trust him or not.
He's aggressive.
He's an aggressive guy, yeah, but
can Miami get to the quarterback and cause havoc on the defensive line, and the cornerbacks and safeties pick up the passing attack?
I don't know. I think Ohio State has too much speed right now. I mean, Miami is the same way, but
can Ohio State stop the running game? Because if Miami dominates the clock on them with the running game and dominates the clock, keeps staying up the sidelines, on the sidelines, I might, I'm picking Miami to win this game.
You think so?
I am. Yep. On film, I've seen it, that they're a lot better now on both sides of the ball. And Miami, I think, comes out and beats Ohio State.
So you're calling for an upset?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Texas Tech and Oregon? What do you got?
Dante Moore. Dante Moore is a pro-style quarterback.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a great quarterback. And they're getting the wide receivers back now that we're injured. More speed. I really think that the deep ball is going to be open.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that you know,
So you think Oregon's gonna be able to overwhelm Texas Tech with the deep ball throws and the RPOs,
yeah, I think so. In the running game, I think that,
even with Rodriguez in the back of there,
yeah,
their best linebacker they got?
yeah, the Rodriguez is crazy statistically.
I mean, as you can tell, I've watched a lot of film on Texas Tech.
Hmm.
Their defense, this reminds me a lot of our defense,
Yeah, both him and Bailey are really good linebackers.
and they
Very
call
good.
it quick.
Yeah,
You know, they're ones out there calling off the audibles. You know, telling the line what to do. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think this one isn't going to be as easy going up against like they did against JMU and calling it a big game for Oregon.
yeah.
Mm.
I mean, Bailey too leads the team in 13 points, 5 sacks. And that's for Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, and secondary they're strong, but the defensive line gets a lot of pressure. So you know, Oregon defense is strong too.
Mhm.
They've seen this the whole season. Really, they've played a lot of tough teams, so
Yeah.
they've seen that all season.
Like
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that want the Big Ten to win out. You know, have Big Ten teams go to the Natty. But
Right.
if Ohio State gets upset, Oregon gets upset, and that just leaves us.
I think Oregon's going to beat Texas Tech.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. I couldn't. I think again, it's one of those games. Is who's going to show up?
Hmm.
Who's really going to show up? I mean, Oregon. You know, they're fast.
Can they? The question to me at Oregon is, can they stop the, Jesus, the explosive plays? Can they stop it? Texas Tech's explosive plays.
Well, look at Oregon against IU. They couldn't stop explosive plays for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, we got lucky. I mean, we only beat them by 10 points.
Yeah, we did get lucky in that game.
And no, I feel as if it might have been a little different if Oregon came here.
Right.
You know, but again, they're getting their people back. So, yeah, I could see. I'm kind of flipping my mind now. I think Oregon might win that game. We might have to replay Oregon again.
Yeah, I think that we are. I mean, I really do. I really want us to win this game first, Alabama first. That's what I worry about right now. But yeah. So, let's, crazy fact that I got online was this.
Alabama talks a lot of shit.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oregon, they're 25-0 when running for 100 plus yards.
Really?
Yeah, they're 0-2 when held under 100. So can Oregon establish a run against Texas Tech?
That would be huge. Their running backs are real good too.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. This might be a game to watch.
I want to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it too, but it's like one of those like flippy floppy games I love. Like that Miami and Texas A&M game, I loved watching that. I watched every single second of it.
That was a great.
That was a
defensive
great game, and I loved every minute. I think more college football games need to be like that.
Yeah.
The excitement. Now, granted, we've had some exciting games.
Right.
Like that game-winning touchdown against Iowa at Iowa. That was big for us.
Right.
But I like these games that it's the nitty-gritty. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and it's not a blowout.
Another fact is that both Indiana and Texas Tech are tied with turnovers.
Really?
Yeah, first in the turnover margin. So could Texas Tech force some mistakes? And points per game, they're 1 and 2 on turnovers.
Yeah.
IU and Texas Tech.
I mean, if they can figure out a way, which I think is going to be very hard for them to overwhelm Oregon.
Yeah.
They might win that game, but again, you're going against Oregon, who, they're fast, physical, and relentless. Like they just don't stop. They're like
Right.
one of those, like that little kid, or AKA my son, who just doesn't stop.
Doesn't stop, never stops.
Never stops, all day, all week.
All day, all week. Yeah, that's one of his famous things.
What else we got?
So we got Sugar Bowl, Ole Miss versus Georgia.
Georgia's gonna walk them.
Georgia's gonna walk Ole Miss, you think?
Georgia's gonna walk them. I mean, if there ain't much of a patty cake walkthrough for Georgia, if somehow Ole Miss pulls it out of their ass and they win, I don't know. I'll drink the whole entire bottle of coconut rum I have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that. I'll put that bride down right there, right now.
I tell you what, they have some distractions in Georgia, though.
There's some distractions.
Yeah, 2 players got arrested.
Oh, when did this happen?
Yeah. 2 players got arrested. That's apparently stole some food. But
if y'all could see the look on my face right now,
yeah,
y'all, you're being played to play in the college football, and you steal food.
Right. The questions I have about Ole Miss is, the strength starts up front for them. And the Drew Bobo, the center for Ole Miss, is hurt.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to go back to this getting arrested over some food.
Yeah.
Man, y'all had to be that damn hungry to go to what? They don't have a Kroger. They have a Publix.
Well, I think it was at a gas station.
At a get. I don't know if I wanted to be in that lounge with the coaches and getting yelled at over some food.
Oh boy, I tell you.
Over some food. My guy, you guys get fed.
They get fed 3 times a day.
And y'all want some snacky stacks and you decide to steal them? And you play football for UGA?
I want to get
Oh my god.
Had they been smoking something? I'm just
how? What?
Yeah.
Y'all steal some food from a gas station and get arrested for it. So now that's theft.
Right.
Okay. And y'all play for. Okay. So I'm trying to put myself in a coach's eye and not laugh, but this is like one of those things where I'm like, y'all are some dumbasses.
Right.
What are you doing? Wow. They stole some food from a gas station, got arrested, and now they're under suspension.
Yeah.
In the college football playoff?
Yeah.
You guys are special. I can't say the other word, but
right.
We'll just put it like that.
Yeah, Gunnar Stockton, 70.7 completion percentage, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. QBR is 85.8. Toughest weapon is her run game, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Trinidad Chambliss is 66.6 completion rating, 3,298 yards, 19 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. QBR 86.6. Electric, he didn't start until game 3. And another thing that's crazy about this kid is that he was defensive D2 quarterback. Got the starting job. I mean, wow.
Gunnar Stockton, I'm
talking about Trinidad.
You're talking about Trinidad.
Yeah.
That's on Ole Miss.
Yeah.
You flip-flopped it on me. You're talking about Gunnar,
apologize.
and then now you're talking about Ole Miss.
I got my notes going on here.
Okay. Trinidad, he gets overwhelmed too easily. I saw in the last game that he played. He makes mistakes way too much. That's why I think UGA is going to walk off with a win in this game. Their defense is just overpowering. If Ohio State doesn't lose to Miami, they're going to lose to Ohio State. Not Ohio State, but to Georgia.
Right.
And I'm saying that full respect, for both teams on this, but Georgia's defense is just going to overpower Ole Miss, just like they did last time they faced each other, and they're just going to walk them.
Right. Ole Miss's strength is their offense, and they can't turn the ball over. Can Gunnar Stockton pick up where he left off against Ole Miss? Can Quan Lacey continue to be the biggest difference maker? How much will Ole Miss have to sell out to stop the run? Can Georgia limit the big plays defensively? Can Ole Miss contain Zachary Branch? Can Georgia maintain their red zone dominance? Can Ole Miss win the middle 8, first 4 minutes of half? Can Ole Miss start fast and hang on? You know what I mean?
Like I said, I think Georgia's going to overpower Ole Miss, and it's going to end up for a win for them. They have a cakewalk to the quarterfinal up until if they do meet Ohio State or Miami.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm already skipping over Ole Miss in this game. They're not going to win that game.
I think Georgia's going to dominate that game. I really, really do. They have a lot going on at Ole Miss. The coach being gone, Lane Kiffin being on. It's gonna be. But so we finish this up. Let's talk about some other stuff. Let's talk about the games coming up for the Big Ten. For the bowl games.
So we got Illinois and Tennessee playing tonight, 5:30, Music City Bowl.
Yeah, down there in Nashville.
Let me tell you guys, it's as crazy as it sounds down there in Nashville. It has been all week.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, someone might have drove through it.
Yeah.
Place is packed. Very interested to see this game. I want the Big Ten to win this game. Illinois, I hope they step up to beat Tennessee when it's more or less like a home game for Tennessee. So we'll have to see. I have full faith in Illinois winning this game against a powerful Tennessee defense. Illinois they have some really good run game. They have some good wide receivers out there.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see that. Who else do we got? We got USC playing TCU.
Yeah.
That should be a good game. I see USC walking off with that one. Unless TCU can pull some out their butt, but I doubt it.
Yeah, tomorrow at 3, Michigan versus Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see if Mr. Arch Manning can pull a win against Michigan's defense.
Yeah, that's going to be a great game, too.
Yeah, I want to see Michigan dog walk Texas.
Wow. I'd like to see us go mostly undefeated for the Big Ten. I would love to see that. It's not going to happen, of course, because one of us is going to have to play each other.
Yeah.
I believe.
Right.
So, after we're done now, I think there's not much more to talk about. Or do you want us to talk about something else?
Well, how many Big Ten teams do we have in a bowl game right now?
I don't know the answer to that.
What? So we got Illinois, USC,
Michigan,
Oregon,
Washington.
Washington won their game against Boise State.
Right.
Minnesota won against New Mexico.
Right.
Northwestern dog walked Central Michigan.
Right.
Iowa and Vanderbilt happening on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game too.
I was actually, when we were down there in Florida, I got to talk to a couple Iowa fans.
Yeah.
It was really funny when we seen each other. Because I didn't know how they were going to react to me. I didn't know how I was going to react to them.
Normally, Iowa fans are kind.
Yeah, they're very kind.
Nice people.
I got to talk to them, and they praised us for how good of a football team we have this year, and they're pretty stoked, to see us go as far as we're going. I told I forget what that kid's last name was, but he transferred from Iowa State to Iowa, and the parents were walking the beach on Cocoa.
Yeah.
And I said, if you can translate a message to him, knock the crap out of that damn QB that Vanderbilt has.
Yeah.
Coming from an Indiana fan.
Right.
Knock the
dog's not out of him.
That game's going to be a good game. That's a game I'll be watching. It's going to happen at noon on the 31st, which Wednesday. So today's Tuesday. It's going to be on ESPN. That's going to be fun. We got Nebraska and Utah.
Yeah, Utah's a pretty damn good football team, but they're out. But their head coach went to Michigan.
Yeah, that's another good topic we can talk about Thursday. I'm gonna sit there and laugh and say, "Welcome to the Big Ten, buddy."
Yeah.
You're gonna figure out this ain't no Utah.
so Thursday morning at 11, we're gonna have all IU stuff on here, right, for the pregame. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, because Thursday we play.
Thursday we play at 4.
So we're gonna get some talking in, what we want to see, what we want to do. I'm gonna settle down, watch some film tonight, because like I said, I've
watched tons of film on Alabama.
Right, you got caught up. I haven't been able to get caught up. Okay, like I said, I went to Florida, flew back from Florida, drove to Florida, went through Alabama, right?
Yeah.
Went
through
Tennessee, Kentucky. I drove just in these 2 weeks. These 2 weeks, Dad, I drove 4,500 miles.
Yeah, you've been a trucker.
I got to go to Chicago on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been a trucker. I've been doing things that truckers don't really do as often.
Put down the road hammer, son. That good old Canadian band.
Oh man, I was playing on the road again. Can't wait to get on the road again.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here just.
He's out.
I'm so tired.
He's so tired. Okay, so we're gonna end it now. I mean, thanks for joining us. Like and share. And let's go Hoosiers. See you Thursday at 11. Thank you.